Hey everybody, we are back from the international break. A lot happened during the international games. Some really big moments, good and bad. And so we're going to talk about that today. And also, the Premier League table has changed quite a bit since the last Premier League weekend. City and Liverpool drew, and Arsenal are now on top. Spurs are now out of the top four, and they are fifth. So quite a bit has changed, and we're going to talk about all of that and more in today's episode. So let's get into it. This is What the Football. So hey, before we start, I have somebody special to introduce. Judah isn't here today; he's traveling. We thought about doing it how we've done it in the past, but then we were like, maybe it's time we introduce somebody new. So today I have with me my friend Dennis. Dennis, for those who don't know, Dennis runs our social media. He is our social media manager. He's been with us since day one, basically. So this is exciting.
Yes, it is. I'm super scared. I can't believe I'm doing this. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing this. Judah, where are you, man? Please don't leave.
This is exciting. I'm happy you're doing this. Because you are passionate about football, and I remember the first time we pitched the idea to you, that, hey, can you do our social media? You were like totally on board. You loved it. So we're glad that you were with us, and thank you for everything that you do. But anyway, you want to say something?
No, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm just scared.
Okay, but let's get into it.
Yes.
International week, there was quite a bit that happened.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the big goal scoring crazy match
Oh,
first.
that was
The
crazy.
France versus Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was some of the highlights?
Mbappe scored 3 goals and 3 assists. And yeah, I mean, it was a crazy game. And the crazy part is that the coach wanted 10 goals before the game started.
The coach said that?
Yeah, he wants 10 goals, but they scored 14, man. That's crazy. And I feel sad for the goalkeeper. Like, man,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so depressing, you know?
Yeah, that is depressing.
Yeah.
But he scored 3 goals and he had a hat trick of assists.
Yes.
So that's pretty crazy.
That's
pretty crazy. So that was the big kind of that must have been a long highlight video. 14 goals.
Man, oh man.
Anyway, but that was a big one. But another big news, which is not so great, was that Norway is out of the Euro 2024 qualifying round, I guess.
I feel sorry for Haaland and Rudiger.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so sad, like especially for Haaland, like he's been playing really good
Yeah.
for City, and just that he's not able to score anything for. I mean, he's not able to play for his own country. Yeah, that's really sad. I mean, yeah, I wish they'll come for big tournaments for next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tricky thing is that they're young. Well, a lot of them are young players, I
True,
think,
I
in
agree.
Norway, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Let's see if for the next World Cup, if they can, make it there. It would be great though for Haaland and Odegaard, those kind of players, and for them to develop more talent as well. But anyway, that was another big news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some sad stuff. Brazil versus Argentina.
Man, that was so sad. Like I have no idea what's happened. Like
Yeah.
but the cops were there like on fire.
Yeah.
Started whacking everyone they see.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
bad though. Yeah, it's sad.
and then Martinez came trying to stop in between the thing, and that's really good because he tried to stop with his hand, and something that I think as a goalkeeper, your hand is really important.
Yeah.
You know, that's his career thing, and that his passion. I mean, like the love for his fans is a big, and that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Brazil and Argentina is always a really passionate game, and they're I guess they're big rivals, you know. But yeah, that on the one hand, I think that happened right before the match as well. So that was a bit frustrating for the players,
Mm-hmm.
and think they had to leave the pitch for a
Yeah.
little bit and then come out later when the situation was a bit easy. But yeah, that sucks when that
Yeah.
happens in football.
So bad. Yeah. Anyways, Argentina won, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you're a big Messi fan, yeah.
Yes. Woohoo!
So he and I think it was Otamendi who scored.
Yep.
Nicholas Otamendi.
That
And
was a red
then
card too.
and there was a red card. Joe
Yeah.
Linton, was that a red card?
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's anyways. Like, yeah. I'm happy at the end. Argentina won. I'm happy. So yeah. And yeah. And yeah.
Yeah, this is, I mean, another big thing from that match. I don't know if you knew this, but Brazil lost their first
Oh.
home. Let's see, what was the actual thing? It was their first ever loss at home in a World Cup qualifier,
Oh.
and that ended their unbeaten streak that lasted 64 games.
Dang, man.
I don't know how many years that spans,
Okay.
but still that's pretty
Sheesh.
insane. 64
Yeah.
games. Like they've been so dominant. I don't know what that means for Brazil. And also I think Neymar's injured, right? At the moment.
Even Junior too.
Vinicius Jr.?
Yeah, he's injured too.
Ooh.
So I guess maybe
But I
that's
mean, they're not lacking, really. They have a lot of good talent
they
in
have
the team.
yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know what that means though about Argentina. Does that say, do you feel like that says about Argentina like they're in a different they're in a different atmosphere now. They're like a totally different.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, so they were unbeaten for few games, actually 30 games. But unfortunately, they lost with uh when I forgot who he lost with.
I don't know.
Suarez.
Oh, is it Uruguay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2-0. That was really sad.
Oh,
And
wow, okay.
then coming to Brazil, it was a big thing. We need to win back, and yeah. So it was a big thing because Argentina and Brazil is like a
Yeah.
biggest rival and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, it was a big thing for us. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Argentina got the win. Brazil making history in the wrong ways, but anyway, it's um I hope that rivalry can stay on the pitch and that fans don't
Oh
get
yeah.
kind of like aggressive like they did there, and also the police, because it seemed like the police was focusing more on the Argentina fans, and so that is just, I guess, just a lot of bad blood or bad what's it called? It's kind of like an intense rivalry. Anyway, but that was like a sad sort of moment, not
Yeah.
fun to see, but
Yeah.
anyway, we felt like we should talk about that. But that was the international week.
Yeah, and after the break, he became tan.
Yeah, I was on
That's a
vacation.
big thing, yeah.
I figured I should take some time off since it's the international week. But anyway, yeah, that's took a little. That it's a good time. But anyway, let's get into the Premier League. 'Cause
Yes.
the Premier League came back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're happy?
I am happy. But anyway, let's talk. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about City versus Liverpool for City. Which, by the way, you're a City fan.
I am. I'm kind of, because I just love the way they play, and I think in Premier League they play the best game. I'm so sorry to say that, but they play a best game, and they are really top level. Yeah, and I just love the way they play, and that's all. I'm just sorry.
No, that's fine. I just made the connection though, because you're also a Barca fan.
Yes.
You're also a Barcelona
Yes.
fan. And I just made the connection because Pep is former Barcelona
Yes.
and former Barcelona manager. Now I make the connection that you like City because of that
Yeah.
connection.
I even like the Barcelona game, the way they play is so beautiful, and that's the reason why I started loving Barcelona.
Yeah.
And I see that similar thing with City.
Mm-hmm.
The way they play, it's pretty good. I just love it. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah,
It was a draw, but
draw.
Pep is a great manager. I love Pep. But anyway, let's talk about the game a little bit. Give us some highlights. How was the game?
It was tight. The game was tight, like usual. It was tight, and Haaland scored one first goal, and then the second goal was, yeah, they had to go for VR, and it got disallowed. And
Yeah, yeah,
and then Trent scored with his new boots.
yeah.
So I think that made a big impact on him,
The
I
new
guess.
boots, and they're
So
like what, unreleased?
yeah,
They're
it's
unreleased
yeah,
Adidas.
it's new. He just signed new contract with Adidas. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so yeah, I
So
think
the
that's
new boots helped him.
yeah. It was a good goal. Yeah, actually, yeah, it was a good goal.
It felt like kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like,
it was. Yeah, it was.
and Holland is on a different level. That's 50 goals in 48 matches. 48 was it league games or something?
How does he do this? I mean, like, okay, he just first
He's a
goal.
machine, man.
Yeah,
He's a
it's
robot.
crazy. Yeah, I hope he continues doing this, like, scoring more goals for City
Yeah,
and winning more trophies.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see, man, because it's just, I think it's just, when it was the whole Messi, Ronaldo, and all that stuff, people were
Yes.
like, who will be the next people, or like, will people ever be able to break their records or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And you got players like Holland and Mbappe,
And
like Mbappe's already won the World Cup.
yeah, he did.
You know, like
Even
Messi won it just now, but Holland, Mbappe won it like what, like the last World
I
Cup,
think it was in
basically.
19. When it was in 19, I guess. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Eh,
Anyway, but these kids are coming up, and I think they're gonna
Yeah.
break all these records. So yeah, it's cool to see Holland doing well. But yeah, back to the match. Um, so that was
Yeah, just like old times, like City and Liverpool, that the rival, and just like old time Chelsea back to losing. So yeah, it was just like back to old days, I guess. uh, I don't know what to say about Chelsea, man. So sorry, guys. So sad, man.
I hope like people will come after you in the comments, especially Judah.
I really feel sad for them. Like seriously, what's happening, you guys? Like
Yeah, it's growing pains. I
yeah.
said this to Judah as well. It's growing pains because they're gonna win a lot of
Mhm.
games that nobody expects them to win because Mauricio is doing something.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're not at that level yet to compete with a lot of the high energy teams. And Newcastle is a very high energy team.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, before we talk about Newcastle Chelsea, something happened off the pitch with Pep and Nunes. What was that?
I have no
Does
idea,
anybody
man.
know?
I have no idea. Like seriously, Pep got something, with some players. Something, like oh man.
There were some jokes on social media that Pep got upset because Nunes asked him what shampoo he uses.
Oh man.
So I thought that was pretty funny.
Shit,
but
man.
but in all seriousness though, I feel like it has something to do with their last clash in this fixture where like Pep was like celebrating on the touchline and then Nunes was walking by and then he like saw him or said something to him. I don't know, but I have a feeling that there's probably some memories of that and that sparked it. But anyway, I thought the shampoo thing was pretty funny. And I can relate to that because I mean anyway. But yeah, that was the City Liverpool game. But City dropped points, Liverpool dropped points, which meant that one team could go up, which we'll talk about in a minute. But anyway, Newcastle Chelsea 4-1, they lose. Sterling scores a really good
superb. Yeah, it was super
free
good.
kick.
Oh, out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, it was really. And I don't know who the keeper was for Newcastle, but he was like, he didn't do anything. He didn't even move. But good goal from him. Reece James gets a red card.
That's so many red cards in this season, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
what the heck.
We'll have to count. We'll have to come back next week and like count how many red cards has been, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a red card next week as well. But anyway, but he like, I guess he just came back from injury not too long ago.
True.
Now he's out again. Sorry, Judah. Not good times to be a Chelsea fan.
Oh man.
But anyway, that was Chelsea, and like you
Yeah.
said, back to old days.
Yeah. Before anything, Chelsea, before you guys do anything, just kick out Jackson, please. I don't know what he does, but I think maybe things will work out once he is out, I guess. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm just being honest.
Bring back Lukaku.
No.
Okay, we won't go there. Let's move on. Spurs played Villa
So sad.
at home. I think they were at home. Yeah, they were at home. They dropped points again.
So sad. I think it was expected. I mean, yeah, just everyone was waiting for
Just keep going down. Yeah, when
everyone
they were
was-
top. Everybody. I don't think anybody was like, "Oh man, this is Spurs' season." Nobody thought that. Everybody was like waiting. Okay,
Just wait.
when's it gonna come? And now everybody's like, "Aha, they're now we're on the right track." So anyway, they're fifth now. They're not even fourth.
Yeah.
Aston Villa's fourth now. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's all we have to say about that. Sorry. So apologies to Spurs fans. But anyway, the team that went on top, Arsenal, they played Brentford away. Won 1-0. And Kai Havertz scores the goal.
Finally. And I think that goal was like so easy.
Really?
Kind of. You
Okay.
just had to aim it. But I was like, okay, I think he's gonna miss that.
Man, he proved you wrong then. He scored it. And I think he played in his international game. He played
Yeah.
what, like left back or right back, something like that.
Oh yeah, so true. Man, it was so. If it's me, I would be depressed. Like
Really?
so sad. Like to see. I think he was playing left back, I guess. Or,
Okay.
playing in totally different position.
Yeah, because he's usually forward, but
and that just shows that like you're not a good player. Like things are not working for you, and maybe that's how it is.
he scored, right?
Yeah, but again, I don't know how was that. But yeah, I'm happy that he was able to score for Arsenal.
Yeah,
and
he's good.
I'm happy that coach was pushed him and to the
At full
fans,
time, yeah.
and to applaud what he did, and yeah.
And I think that's the kind of stuff that Mikel is looking for him to do, with arriving in the box and like getting on those crosses and
Mhm.
chances. I really hope that opens up like a whole opportunity for him to be able to score even more.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna give him confidence now. But I don't think he's been bad. I don't think he's been bad at all so far this season. I think there is just a lot of expectation with how much money we paid for him and everything. But it's good to see him score. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
good to see him score, and it's good to see us go top as well. So it was a good weekend, especially if you're an Arsenal fan. That's why I'm wearing the A. It's for Arsenal.
God. Let's see about that. How long you guys gonna be?
Hey, but the cool thing is, compared to last season, it's wide open now.
Mhm.
Like, there's 3 or 4
Yeah.
different teams that can like jump in there. Aston Villa is now top in the top
Yes.
4. So
Wow.
Unai Emery was doing a great job. So let's see what happens. Okay. And then I guess the last match we're gonna talk about in detail is Everton and as Judah would say it, Manchester United.
I feel they won because Ten Hag was not there.
He was off the pitch.
And it's been so long, like they won like good score, like 3-0.
Yeah.
And I think that's because, and that's one of the reasons why like they won. Maybe there was no Ten Hag.
No Ten Hag.
I
Makes
would.
them nervous.
I hope they continue doing this.
What? Giving him yellow cards
Yeah.
to take him off the pitch.
Yeah,
or-
just take him out. But the
Yeah.
goal.
Oh yeah, okay. So before we talk about the goal, so an update on
Mm.
Everton is that they
Oh,
had a
yeah.
10-point deduction for financial, I think financial fair play. So they are now in the bottom 3,
So sad.
which is so sad. So Sean Dyche is joining his former team Burnley in the bottom 3. I think Burnley are
Oh my god. Yeah,
like,
that
absolutely at the bottom, and then it's Everton. I don't think Sean Dyche is thinking that. But I guess they're a match made in heaven. So. Anyway,
Oh, man.
but yeah, that's Everton's kind of sad fate.
Mm.
At the beginning of the match, because I saw a little bit of it, and at the beginning of it, pretty much every fan had like a red or pink sort of like card.
Mhm.
Everybody was holding it up, and it had the Premier League's logo, and then on the bottom it said corrupt, and every single fan was holding that up. So when it started and like the players were walking out and everything, you just saw a sea of red
Yeah.
everywhere. So fans were pretty upset, but it was also cool to see fans get behind their team
Mhm.
and support their team.
Yeah.
So cool. I mean, it's unfortunate, and their frustration is understandable,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I guess that's what it is. Now what's interesting to see is what's gonna happen with City, and some people are even talking about Chelsea. So I don't know, but anyway, Everton, that's what's happened to them, and so this was their first match after that 10-point deduction,
Yeah.
and they lost.
I feel sorry, guys. I mean, it's so sad. Yeah. Let's see what will happen to City also. So yeah. I hope so. Pep is saying nothing's wrong. Like they
Yeah, he
haven't done
said
anything
we're
wrong.
innocent until
Yeah.
proven guilty. So he's
So
like,
before things come out, I think he'll be finding some other team. I guess.
no, bro, that'll be the best story ever. Let's say they get relegated, and he brings them right back. Like that's because Pep, like he's doing a great job
Yeah.
with it. Anyway,
True.
but no, let's talk about Everton and United. I don't think Everton played that bad.
Mm.
In fact, they were pretty unlucky because they
Yeah.
had some really good chances. But man, that goal from Garnacho,
Oof. Out of nowhere, like reminded me of one player,
yes,
Rooney.
yeah.
With City, it was just that goal was so good, and this one,
Was that against City?
City, yes,
That goal?
yeah,
Dang.
and so and yesterday's game, like it's just so good, like
Yeah.
man, I wasn't even thinking like he would score that.
Yeah. But it was crazy. He scored like Rudy and he celebrated like Ronaldo. Isn't that crazy?
Man,
I guess
I think-
Ronaldo's his idol.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he really admires Ronaldo. So he hit the Sue or whatever they call that celebration. But yeah, great goal, man. Out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I felt like Pickford had some time to get on that. But I guess everybody was just like shocked that he went for it, and it wasn't like the shin like it was Rooney's, because Rooney's was his shin,
yeah,
right? His was like his foot, I think.
yeah, it was so good. Like so, even Luca was so surprised. He's like, what? So yeah, I was just so surprised. And
Wait, Luca? Who's Luca?
so
Oh, Luke Shaw, not Luca.
oh,
It's
sorry,
Luke.
sorry, guys. My bad. I'm Indian, so yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that was a great goal. And then I forget the other two goals, how they happened. That goal was
Who
just,
cares about that?
yeah. They won 3-0, whatever, but man, that strike, yeah, that was a good goal.
Mhm.
But yeah, United, I guess they had to get a win. They had to make a statement, but sad for Everton because they tried. You could see they were really trying. They came with a plan. They had some really good chances too, but they just couldn't make the most of it. So
Onana was able to keep 5 clean sheet. So yeah,
that's 5 clean sheets
Yeah.
in the league.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Wait, in the league? Really?
so, I mean, all over, like
So
all the
far
com-
this
yeah.
season, that's his 5th clean sheet. Yeah, okay. Like, I mean.
So yeah. Anyway, who cares about him?
Anyway, I think that's it for the Premier League. the next big matches are Newcastle versus Manchester United. Newcastle at home, and then City versus Spurs.
Uh, okay, let's be honest. City was we know what's gonna score. I mean, we know who's gonna win.
We know who's gonna win which one.
City, obviously. So I hope they'll try their best at least to make the game more interesting. So
Okay.
yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay, yeah. So we'll see how those games go. I'm curious to see how Newcastle United versus Manchester United goes. It's always a big clash.
Yeah.
I mean, from back in the day,
Yeah.
but now more so with how two teams are doing. And I still feel like United can be a threat because they're really good attacking players, and they on the counter attack they can be really good. So
Agree. Yeah.
let's see how the Premier League continues to shape up. But let's talk about the Champions League.
Oh
That's
yeah.
gonna return this week.
Yes.
There's some big games and some big
Old faces.
old face.
Barcelona versus Pepe.
I called him old in the last
Oh,
episode. Or the
oh.
episode before that, I forget. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's how do you feel about that? Facing Pepe again.
I really miss him because I just love, honestly, like the Pepe. Like he makes the game more interesting, like to watch. You just start something, just go bench someone, Barcelona, and then it becomes a big fight. So yeah, yeah. So I'm excited to watch. Yeah,
It'll be a good return for him, huh?
yes.
So well, I don't know if you guys are at the new camp yet or not, but
It's not yet.
still
Yeah.
being worked on.
Yes.
So wherever that match is, you guys are going to give him a good welcome.
Yes.
New Champions League. But in other news, let's see if Newcastle United and Manchester United can make it out of their groups and get into the knockout stages.
Yeah.
Because they're both struggling a little bit. Despite Newcastle has played okay, they haven't played bad, but they're in a very difficult group.
Yeah.
Right?
AC Milan and
Dortmund
then, yeah.
and PSG.
So I think Newcastle is way bottom.
I think they're
So yeah. So
let's see if they can make it out or if any of the other teams slip up this week. And then, of course, Manchester United, they play Galatasaray. So let's see how that goes.
yeah, I let's pray that Ten Hag is not there on the game. So
So if Ten Hag's not there,
they can. I think they'll win so easily. So
I
yeah.
don't think he has a match ban, so he'll probably be on the pitch. So based on your theory, they probably will lose. But let's see. And then Arsenal play Lens. That's the only team they lost against in the Champions League so far. So that's the home game now for Arsenal. So I'm hoping they win.
They're a pretty good team. So
Lens,
yeah. So yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk about because we didn't talk much about the Brentford Arsenal game, but while we're still here on Arsenal, Ramsdale had his first league start, and that was just because Raya was not available to play Brentford, which is his former team, or well, it will be his former team because he's on loan, but the plan is to secure a permanent move for him. But anyway, Ramsdale played against Brentford. I don't think he had the best game. He had a clean sheet, which was thank God. But I don't think he had a great game. There were a few times where things were a bit shaky, and Brentford could have easily scored and probably gone like 2-3 goals up. But thankfully, some good defensive work kept the clean sheet. I think he did okay as well as he grew into the game. But yeah, I don't know what that says about him. Like if his time is up again, I guess at Arsenal. Like I don't know. So
do you want him like personally?
Man,
I think he's been good goalkeeper since like last season was good.
Yeah.
He was not that bad. Just that I feel when a new player come in and take your place, I think that makes discouraged,
Oh yeah.
and I think that's the reason why he's not having good games nowadays.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy after the game, and understandably so, because this is the first league game he started this
Yeah.
season, and there were a few times when I guess because of his errors, like the team could have easily lost the game, but
Mm-hmm.
thankfully they didn't. Um, and also like, yeah, I have a difficult time with this whole situation because I really appreciated his performances the last couple of seasons, and I think he did quite well. I do feel like seeing now him play and then seeing how Raya's done the last couple of weeks, I'm like, okay, I can see why David Raya is starting more. And yeah, I think I can only see this going with him. Excuse me. I think he's gonna either leave or yeah, either in the January transfer window or the next summer transfer window. I think he's gonna leave.
Yeah,
So
that'll be better for him. Like,
yeah,
yeah, or else I don't know if he'll keep his form.
yeah, it affects you as a player and your mentality as well. So
Mhm.
and you could see after the game he wasn't really very happy. So it's understandable. But anyway, yeah, that's a whole other situation. We've talked about the Premier League, we've talked about the Champions League that's going to return this week, but there's some other things going on here and there.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of that stuff. So first, Cristiano Ronaldo has now scored the most first division goals in football history. It's 527
27.
career league goals.
Yes, yes. See, man, he's 30 and still,
38.
yeah, and uh, still scoring goals. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that guy is crazy. Inspiration. Like, I think the lot of young players look up to him.
Yeah.
The way he train up, and all those kind of things. Yeah, and that's why he scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So
I think that's one of the reasons why he went to the Saudi League, was to continue to be able to break those kind of records. Like that's he finds a lot of he takes a lot of pride in that he's been able
yeah.
to do a lot of that over the course of his career, and he's had quite a long career compared to most players. So
Yeah,
yeah, good for him, I
but
guess.
unfortunately, Jude was
Jude broke his record,
yeah,
right?
so that's so sad.
In La Liga. Yes. So what was it?
So he scored more goals than CR7. 15 games, the first 15 games, he was able to score 14 goals. So
That's
and
crazy,
that
man.
young guy, unfortunately, he's a Real Madrid player. I'm not going to say anything good thing about him. So
Well, you already
just
congratulated him, so that's
yeah. I mean, yeah, he's young, so we gotta. I hope he continues. And so
yeah, that's amazing.
that
He's
yeah,
not even what? How old is he?
I guess
19.
20. I guess
He's 20.
yeah, he's younger than me. Oh my god. But I hope he continues playing good because
Yeah,
Barcelona needs more, in that kind of level of match. Because of him, they were able to win, or else Barcelona usually wins El Clasicos, So yeah, it's exciting. So
oh, I don't even want to talk about that because you guys bantered him so much, and he scored 2 goals against you guys. Anyway, but that was, and he just came
from
back from
injury,
injury,
yeah, yeah,
and he's scored now 14 goals in 15 matches, breaks
yes,
Ronaldo's record.
crazy,
Crazy guy,
yeah,
but he's doing great. And so yeah, proud of Jude Bellingham, I guess. But another Real Madrid player is also doing quite well, and he either has signed a new contract or is about to. But I saw this and I thought this was interesting. He has a one Rodrigo. We're talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Rodrigo. He has a €1 billion release clause in his contract.
I don't know what's
One
happening.
billion.
I don't know what's happening, but even with with Barcelona's
There's a few players there.
Gavi and all, like just I'm like, bro, chill.
You don't want anybody to take them.
Yeah,
That's why.
but yeah, man, because they play really good
Yeah.
at this age. Yeah, so understandable. Yeah.
I don't even know if that's legal. Can people like put that like 1 billion release clause? Like that's just crazy. Who would pay for that?
PSG,
Yeah.
they can do anything. Like, come on. So yeah,
Doesn't Mbappe have a 1 billion release clause? Does he?
did he sign yet?
I don't know. Never mind. Anyway, I just thought that was crazy when I saw that about Rodrigo. And Rodrigo's doing pretty well this
Yeah.
season as well. So anyway, that was a cool thing. And then another player from La Liga. He's currently in Brighton. What's going on with him?
Oh man, I know what's happening, but he's trying to learn English, man.
Who is this? Ansu Fati?
Oh man, I don't know how these guys. I just saw it on social media, and I don't know how they find these things. Like, it's so weird.
That is very random, actually. But it's cool to
Um,
see that he's learning
Yeah,
English.
that's good.
So does he only speak Spanish so far?
I guess I don't know. I don't know how he plays like with the guys.
Yeah, because the manager's Italian, so I don't know how many languages the manager. Yeah.
You go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they're doing, right? And the test line's like,
So yeah. I hope he doesn't stay for long. So yeah, English.
you want him back at Barca?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy though, because he's quite talented, and I mean, I feel like Barca could use a player like him, but they loaned him out.
I think that's the reason why is he need more experience in attacking side. So I think that's the reason why, and also Barcelona is not, they broke. So yeah. I think maybe one of the reasons maybe. So but yeah, so thing with Barcelona right now is that we need more experienced player, like so like we have most of young players.
Mm.
They play good, but they don't have much experience to handle the pressure and stuff. So I think that's maybe one of the reason why they learned. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's learning it. Hey, maybe he'll stay at Brighton if he's learning English.
That's what I'm saying. I
that's a
hope he
sign.
doesn't stay for long. So yeah.
Anyway, so that was a funny thing, and I think that's it.
Yeah. Phew. Finally, my God.
You were afraid you weren't gonna make it to the episode, but you did. Hey guys, so if you made it to the end, tell us how good Dennis did. He's done great. So hopefully you'll be on again, giving Judah a run for his money. So
I hope. Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
You have a good time. It was fun. I enjoyed this.
I hope. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
You hope
Because at the end it's football. Yeah. So
there we go.
Yeah, and also, guys, I want to shout out to my team, who I play with. So yeah.
What's the team? Tell us the team.
So it's called Adian. So I play regularly. It's a club, so we play regularly. So they've been telling me, Dennis, when you gonna be there on the podcast?
Hey,
when I'm like, bro, I'm not that guy, you know.
So give him a shout out.
Yeah,
what's your team?
Adian, guys. I hope you guys are proud of me.
You made it. That's awesome, man. Yeah, shout out to them, and thank you for being on, and thank you for doing what you do with our social media. And yeah, it's a pleasure. So anyway, next week we'll be back. Maybe Judah will be here.
Yes.
Maybe you will be here. We'll put your names in the hat and then pull out and see which one of you is gonna be. But anyway, thanks, bro. Guys, like and subscribe if you made it this far. Thanks for the love that you've shown us. We saw some comments on some of the reels this week, and it was cool to see that. So thanks for engaging with us and interacting with us. We always love it. And let us know if you had any feedback from the weekend and any big moments, anything we missed, maybe. I don't know. But thanks for listening as always. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah.